Hello, welcome to Brown Dog Gadgets Live. I am Amanda, the Education Outreach Coordinator here at Brown Dog Gadgets.
You are not Josh.
No, I'm not Josh.
Let's adjust.
Josh used it, and now I'm just the...
Oh, well, don't do that. You can throw me
That'll really mess with you.
Okay, that's not...
Behind the camera,
Yeah.
I've got the most wonderful Pete.
Back here, same height as usual.
Yeah, because no one else sits in your spot.
Hopefully.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Today we are jumping into Chapter 20 of MicroBit University. But before that, if you have not followed us on our social media platforms, please do so. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and YouTube. Also, the project and the guide for it that you see today, as well as all of our other projects, products, and guides, can be found at browndoggadgets.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to chat with us, or you can email us after at help@browndoggadgets.com. Awesome. Today we are connecting 3 NeoPixels. So let's check it out.
No, those trace?
Yeah. Let's switch to the overhead cam.
Overhead, yeah.
That's what my magic trick was, and it didn't work.
I wasn't looking.
I noticed.
I gotta pay attention.
All right, so we've got 3
of them.
Single NeoPixels. Now, this is a little bit different. So we've connected all of them, just like we did with the other one, to our ground. And then we've also connected all of them to our 3.3 volt. But this one is different because for the single one, we connected our digital input, or DI, that middle hole, to our pin. But here we're actually connecting all of them together. So we are having the pin 0 come into DI for the first one, out the digital output, into DI of the second, all the way across, and connecting all 3 of them together.
Yes. Now
yeah, I was wondering where you were, Mike. I missed you yesterday.
Yeah.
And I just pulled this one up just to point out that there is a gap between where the tape goes into the digital input and where it comes out of the digital output.
A little in and out. And then Josh wanted me to point out. So I did the tape like this so you can clearly see it's one long line with 3 connections. And he said, you can just run the tape from here to here and do it the same way you do this. I said, I know, Josh. I just kind of like it more visible.
I think it is definitely more obvious what's happening the way you did it, for sure.
Yeah, because I think going straight up to here and then going under, it's just a lot happening in this little area. It helps to spread it out a little. And we're not tight on space with this layout, so I'm like, But he really wanted me to say that.
He was very adamant.
You could do that.
He did tell me about it, too.
Okay. Unless he wants to be in here doing it, he's going to have to deal with us.
That's true.
And our shenanigans.
He can write the guides.
You know what? If I shenan once, I'm going to shenan again. I don't even have the sound effect right.
Oh, man.
It's fine.
All right, so the first guide is 3 crazy circuits, NeoPixels, RGB.
Yes.
I bet you can guess what's going to happen.
Probably.
There it is.
Let's see it.
Red, green, blue.
Where's mine?
They're very vibrant on camera right now.
I'm going to say, does it look better like that? Or does it?
I don't know. I mean, we'll see when we have the ones that dim.
That's true. You know what? I'm just going to throw it over.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
It's after dark. It's after dark.
Wow.
You like that one?
MicroBit University, after dark.
And where's my
All right, let's check out the code, Pete.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Okay, let me push a button here. Hey, I'm there.
Hey.
Get rid of that one. Wait, we got to see what Mike has to say. Ooh.
Oh, well, now, Mike, you know you're going to have to share your NeoPixel project when you're done.
Yeah. Okay, so that was our first one. 3
Guide A, yep.
NeoPixels RGB. Again, very simple with the connections there. Let's look at that code.
And the code looks pretty simple as well.
It is really simple. So we're setting up our NeoPixels there, and we did it with single NeoPixel before.
Right.
So again, here we're just setting it to 3. We've got it connected to pin 0. That's our format. NeoPixels come in like a couple different formats. This is the one that's most common, I believe, so we use that. If you were to connect some and it didn't work, try one of the other ones. And all we're doing all we're doing here is setting, okay, the one at 0, which is our first one all the way to the left, set it to red. Next one, set to green. Next one, set to blue. And then show the strip. So when you do one of these commands, it doesn't immediately set it to red. It's basically like you're setting up all these things. So we're setting this settings, then we're saying, hey, put on the show.
Yeah. So
That's all it does.
for brightness, if you didn't actually set the brightness on start,
Yeah.
if you didn't set the brightness at all, would it just be full brightness?
It might be. I don't remember.
I'm
if
curious.
it's full.
Because
It
I
might
do know
be.
that the full brightness of these NeoPixels
They're bright.
is really bright.
Yeah, it's like 255 is full, and we're doing like 64, because otherwise you're kind of like, ah.
Like it's blinding.
It can be blinding.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
can be. All right.
Awesome.
That one's simple.
That's an easy one.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, the next one is 3 NeoPixel bright.
Right. Ooh.
Oh, I think you can tell the difference on camera too.
Oh yeah.
You can tell.
I mean, I can.
Yeah,
Mike,
that this
can you
first
tell
one
me?
is, pretty light, and then it gets brighter as they progress.
Mike is working on an 8-byte array. Oh, that's fairly large. What is that, like 64 pixels?
We're racking out 3.
Can make some 3 by 1. Yeah. Let's see. The code. So this one is really simple, and all we're doing here is showing that you can adjust that we always set the brightness in the start, but you can also set it anywhere before you have that pixel data. So even though show sends all that data, right here we've set it before we've set that one, so it's applying to that one. Here we set it again, so it's applying to that next one, if that makes sense, right?
Yep.
It's kind of like in a chain, as it were.
Okay.
What else? Yeah, so you can adjust the brightness, so that's fun.
Yeah, and the last one is kind of blinding, to be
And
honest.
that's at 255, so
Yeah.
that's like maximum brightness. Yeah, that one is probably
It's a lot.
burning your retinas just a little bit. Yeah. Right.
I like it.
Let's see. Let's see. Whoa, Mike, you know
You
what?
can see the difference.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, so that one was pretty.
All right, then guide C is 3 NeoPixel range.
Home on the range. Yeah, let's look at this one. Let's see.
Yay.
Oh, and one fun thing I didn't really show before is you can see this sort of animation thing happening over
Oh, okay.
here. So it'll show you this kind of, what you should see on your NeoPixels if you do
Right.
everything right. It can be a little hard to see, but if you roll over, it'll give you like this larger version. I did discover what I'd call a bug today. Let's see if this works. So right now I have this set to pin 0. Let's say I set it to a different pin. Does 8 work? Oh, 8 works. Which one didn't? Oh, I think I tried 13. We use 13 for a lot of stuff, for like 13, 14, 15. So it seems like it didn't work when I put on 13. I call that a bug, and I'm going to submit a report.
Because it would, right? There's no reason it shouldn't.
Yeah, and it does, because we've done that before. So I don't know why. We only want some pins, but I call it a bug. Okay, so this code.
All right.
Once again, this is all pretty much the same. So the range thing, what we were doing before is we were setting the entire strip to something, like set strip to something. With range, what you can do is set a range to start at a certain NeoPixel in the string and then count how many it goes over. So it's not from 0 to 1, it's 0 and then 1 NeoPixel. And then from here we set it from 1, which is that second one in the middle, and only 1 long, so that middle one. So each one is affecting only 1, because there's only 1 in each range, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this one kind of hurts my brain a little bit, but, I
So
get the idea.
Let's imagine we had, I don't know, let's say 8 NeoPixels, and I set this range from 0 to 2. Or I should say I start the range at 0 and I do it for 2. How many are going to light up?
3?
No, 2. Because it's...
Oh, because it's only 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's your starting position and then how many.
Okay.
So if I set this to 5 and this to 2, how many would light up 2? But it would be starting at position, 5, which would be the 4th one, whatever. So so that's, because at first I was like, oh, it's not a range from here to here, it's a range starting here up to that.
And how many
counting
goes.
that. Yeah, it's a little weird, but once you kind of remember, like, oh yeah, it works pretty well. And so we're setting that range. We clear it, and then we set the color. And we clear it just because we're clearing that whole range each time we run through this. So, but as you can see, we have like a really simple little animation of it going red, green, blue. That works okay.
Perfect.
So, yeah. And you can obviously change the speed of it by adjusting these, etc. So
wonderful.
We'll get into range a lot more for other stuff we'll do, and it's in a lot of other guides and lessons too. So.
Gotcha.
All right.
Awesome.
That was C. And we got D.
That was C. Yeah. Now we've got D.
Yeah,
random.
I love my random stuff.
Random time.
Let's see.
So it's lighting up a random NeoPixel with a random color.
Yeah. So here we've got our, again, this is all the same. So down here, let's see what Mike has to say. When you use the matrix, no, I mean, you do during the development process, Mike, but it eventually goes away. You can stop face palming. It's a little tricky. I mean, I know because I did that giant MicroBit and that was tough. Okay, anyway, over here.
Good talk.
All right, so the first thing we do is select a random NeoPixel. So either 0 or 1 or 2, and that's the numbers of our NeoPixels in that string. And then we're setting val R, val G, and val B for red, green, blue.
Right.
And we're just setting it to any number between 0 and 255. So you're going to get anything from that range, of red, green, blue, or any mix of those and what they would create. Did I solder leads? It's going to happen, Mike. Yeah, you should see the mess on the back. You know what? We'll get into that later. Okay. So again, we clear that strip right away so it's fresh and ready to be, lit up. And then, of course, set pixel color at, instead of typing in a number, we're using whatever that random one we generated. So it's going to be 0, 1, or 2. And then our values, red, green, blue, and we're just going to feed in those values.
Right.
You'll notice sometimes it feels like you're not getting like a really bright red or blue or green. They're all kind of, you know what I mean, kind of muted colors. And that's just the nature of random numbers.
It's also the speed. I feel like some of the colors my eyes can't quite handle. It's like, I mean, this one, half green, half purple.
I made this one a little faster because it's more fun that way.
Right.
For me. Yeah, but then the random color, like you'll never probably get red, like full on red, because that would rely on this being really close to 255 and both of these being really close to 0.
Yeah.
Which I just feel like they're always never quite at the end of the range, but they might be. But I'm sure there's some mathematical thing where someone could tell us, but it's not my area.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a pretty solid red one in there. It was pretty close.
Okay. Well, the next attempt, we try to make it a little better random.
Well, is that why it's called random better?
It should have a question mark after it, but yeah.
Better?
Random better maybe? I don't know. So you'll see almost the same thing. I'm not even sure it's better. Who knows? But we do some fun
I don't
stuff
see
here.
better for red.
Well,
it's more of like a purple.
You gotta wait a while. It might take a long time.
I've seen a lot of blue and green that makes sense.
Let's look at the on-screen one.
And then purple.
Like,
I literally haven't seen any.
You're getting some good colors in there. Obviously, we're not getting the same results on the. But let's see. So the difference here is what we do. That part's the same here. For the red, we're still picking anything from 0 to 255. When we get to green, we're actually calling our own sort of random function called better random. Well, Mike, you might be colorblind. You should see a doctor. I'm not sure.
Wow.
No, it's probably compression through the video of the internet and whatnot. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little harder to see versus, oh yeah, try that. Pull it up a little bit. You know what I did the other day is I put a curved piece of paper over it because you get a little diffusion. But if you watch the video, which I'll show you after this, here, I'm gonna show you. There's this. Let's see if this works. See, I got my super blurry phone. You can get a little bit of random in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, what we're doing here is we say val G, call better random, and we're feeding it val R. So we're getting a value here for red, and that's what we're using, I'll say, as our seed value when we calculate it for G.
Okay, but now why do they look so dim? Are these batteries dying?
Press on the tape.
But they're still on.
I know. Try to restart.
Whoa.
There we go. I think it's just not a good connection. That did happen last week too.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Back at it.
So our better random, we feed it the number for red. Okay. And let's say red is at like 220. So it's going to say if that number for our red value is less than or equal to 200, we're going to set our low value to 200 and our high to 255. So we're going to kind of try to cheat the numbers or weigh them differently depending on that first number. So then we're going to generate a random number either from 200 to 255. So it's going to be bright, or we're going to do it from 0 to 100, which is going to be a lot more dim. So the idea is you want to get that variance of like a high number for red, a low number for blue, whatever, to try to get a little more color in there. And then down here we set our B random, which is our B random number, to random between that low and high number, whichever they're going to be, either this set or this set. And then down here we return that number. I don't know if we've done returns before.
I don't think we have.
Yeah. So we're calculating something here, then saying return. So over here we're saying set the value to call better random value. So this isn't just a function that's running, it's a function that's running and returning a value.
Okay.
So it's feeding it right into that position. So that's going to be a numerical value in there, if that makes sense. And then we do it again for the blue, but this time we're using whatever value we got from green.
Okay.
So this is, and I've done things like this that are even more complex where it'll generate numbers and it'll keep generating it until it's sort of different enough to what you want, sort of thing.
Right.
But this was sort of a simplified version I thought could work for this example. So again, then we do our clear in that and we show it. Yeah, I think when I compare them side by side, I'm like, oh, you know what? It seemed like the random better one did have some more deeper colors. But, hey, it's random. Might not always be that way. May work one day, not another. Solar flares.
Right, exactly.
The Earth is slightly off its axis.
Aliens.
I don't know. Yeah. And then Mike said, oh, yeah, it's better with paper. Yeah, that's true. That's some paper. Everything's better with paper.
Is it?
That's some things.
It's an interesting concept.
I like paper a lot. I make my own paper, so
There you go.
that kind of person. Okay, so that was that one. Yeah, those were our. What did we have? We had 5 that time.
Yeah, you went all out for this one. It's because we were gone last week.
There's a lot to do with them.
It's true.
So I'm working on the next lesson, which is the NeoPixel stick, as I call it. And things are getting a little more complicated. I'm trying to make them simple enough to understand. Over your head. But I guess we'll be doing with buttons, potentiometers too. So we have some runway to do a bunch of different ones and look at some things. So.
I'm excited. It should be fun.
There you go.
Getting colorful.
We're trying.
Yeah. Awesome. So that is chapter 20 for MicroBit University with 3 NeoPixels. Next week we got some fun projects. If I remembered what they were, I would tell you.
I can tell you that we're doing...
Wait, are we doing the Halloween cards on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, we are doing those.
Halloween cards.
23rd, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Halloween cards, we are not streaming on Wednesday next week. We've got a visit from some Evanston librarians down from Illinois. They're coming on up to Wisconsin.
Cool.
So if you're in the area and would like to visit us, do some hands-on creating, we're here. Give us a call or email us at help@browndoggadgets.com.
We have a phone number. I just don't remember it.
Josh would love to chat with you through email too. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have not followed us on our social media platforms, please do so. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and YouTube. Just a reminder that the guide, and as well as all of our templates, projects, and products can be found at browndoggadgets.com. You can always email us, like we said, at help@browndoggadgets.com. And we hope you'll join us next week when we dive into some Halloween cards and more MicroBit University on Thursday.
Okay.
Awesome. Hope we'll see you then.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please visit browndoggadgets.com for parts, projects, and curriculum. Follow us on social media at browndoggadgets. We'll see you next time.